Today is June 11th, 2025. Today, someone is taking their first step towards a new life. This journey is not easy. It is a path filled with shadows and light. Addiction is a silent storm that can enter any home. It does not care if you are rich or poor, young or old. It quietly takes hold of a person, changing them completely. Families watch in pain as their loved ones drift away. They see a stranger where a son, a daughter, a husband or a wife once stood. The laughter in the house fades. It is replaced by silence and tears. This is the painful reality of addiction. But in this darkness, there is always a flicker of hope. That hope is the decision to seek help. It is the brave choice to say, I cannot do this alone. This is the most difficult step. It is also the most important one. The journey to recovery is a long road. It is a road back to oneself. It is a journey from a life of chains to a life of freedom. We often see the person struggling, but we forget the battle they are fighting inside. We must remember to be kind. We must remember to be supportive. The path is hard, but no one has to walk it alone. Imagine a boat lost in a raging sea. The person inside is tired. They are fighting the waves, trying to find the shore. A rehabilitation center is like a lighthouse. It shows the way. It offers a safe place to rest, to repair the boat, and to learn how to navigate the waters again. It is a place of healing, not punishment. It is where shattered lives are carefully put back together, piece by piece. This journey requires immense courage from the individual. It also requires endless patience and love from their family and friends. It is a collective effort, a shared dream of a better tomorrow. This story is about that journey. It is about the pain, the struggle, and the ultimate victory. It is about understanding that addiction is not a moral weakness. It is a disease that needs treatment, just like any other illness. We will walk through the doors of a rehab center. We will see what happens inside. We will meet people who have fought this battle and won. Their stories are a testament to the power of the human spirit. They show us that recovery is possible. A new, beautiful life is waiting on the other side of addiction. Let us begin this journey of understanding and hope. We must first understand what addiction truly is. It is easy to judge. It is easy to say, why don't they just stop? But the answer is not that simple. Addiction is not a choice. It is a complex medical illness. It is a chronic disease of the brain. It changes how the brain works. It affects the parts of the brain responsible for reward, motivation, memory, and self-control. The person is no longer in command. The substance is. It is a powerful force that hijacks a person's will, making it nearly impossible to stop without help. In India, this unseen illness affects millions. The numbers are staggering. Reports from the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment show that a large part of our population is struggling with substance use. This includes alcohol, cannabis, opioids, and other dangerous drugs. These are not just statistics, these are people. They are our brothers, our sisters, our friends, and our neighbors. They are trapped in a cycle they cannot break on their own. We must stop seeing them as bad people. We must start seeing them as people who are unwell and need our help to get better. When someone has diabetes or heart disease, we offer them support. We take them to a doctor. We make sure they take their medicine. We should treat addiction with the same care and seriousness. The brain of a person with addiction craves the substance just like a body craves water when it is thirsty. This craving is overwhelming. It overpowers everything else. Their love for family, their responsibilities, their own safety. Blaming them for their illness is like blaming someone for having a fever. It is unfair, and it does not help them heal. Understanding addiction as a disease is the first step towards compassion. It removes the shame and stigma that keep people from seeking help. When we change our perspective, we open the door for recovery. We create a society where it is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to ask for help. This understanding empowers families to support their loved ones without judgment. It encourages the person struggling to accept their condition and begin the treatment they so desperately need. This change in mindset is crucial. It is the foundation upon which a new life can be built. What really happens inside a rehabilitation center? Many people have wrong ideas. They think it is like a prison, but that is not true. A good rehab center is a sanctuary. It is a structured, safe environment designed for healing. The journey inside usually begins with detoxification or detox. This is the first and often most difficult stage. During detox, the body gets rid of the harmful substances. This process can be physically and emotionally painful. Medical professionals are present 24/7 to manage withdrawal symptoms, ensuring the person is safe and as comfortable as possible. After detox, the real work of healing the mind and spirit begins. This is done through various forms of therapy and counseling. One-on-one counseling helps the person understand the root causes of their addiction. What pain were they trying to escape? What triggers led them to use substances? Group therapy is also very powerful. Here, individuals share their stories with others who understand their struggle. They realize they are not alone. This connection builds a strong sense of community and support. They learn from each other's experiences, mistakes, and successes. Rehabilitation is not just about stopping drug use. It is about building a new, healthy life. That is why holistic healing methods are so important. Many centers in India incorporate yoga and meditation into their programs. Yoga helps heal the body, making it strong again. It teaches discipline and mindfulness. Meditation helps calm the mind. It teaches a person how to deal with stress and difficult emotions without turning to substances. These ancient practices connect the mind, body, and spirit. They provide inner peace and strength, which are essential for long-term recovery. Spirituality, in a broad sense, also plays a role. This does not always mean religion. It means helping the person find a purpose and meaning in their life again. It is about connecting with their inner self and with the world around them in a positive way. Activities like art therapy, music therapy, and even gardening can be part of this process. The goal is to replace destructive habits with constructive, joyful ones. A rehab center provides the tools, the guidance, and the safe space for this incredible transformation to happen. It is a place where hope is reborn. Let me tell you the story of Rahul. He was a bright young man from a good family in Delhi. He had a promising career as an engineer. But the pressure to succeed was immense. He started drinking with colleagues to relax. Soon, one drink turned into many. His work started to suffer. He began lying to his family about where his money was going. He lost his job. His family was heartbroken. They felt helpless as they watched the talented, loving Rahul disappear, replaced by a man filled with anger and despair. They finally convinced him to enter a rehab center. The journey was hard. He fought the treatment at first. But slowly, through counseling and the support of others in the center, he started to open up. He faced the pain he was trying to numb with alcohol. Today, Rahul is 2 years sober. He is working again and has repaired his relationship with his family. He now volunteers at the same center, helping others find their way back. Now let us talk about Meera. Meera was a housewife in a small town in Punjab. She lived with her husband and his family. She felt lonely and invisible. Her life was a cycle of endless chores and criticism. To cope with her emotional pain, she started secretly taking prescription pills. It began with one pill for a headache, but soon she was taking them all day just to feel normal. Her health deteriorated. She became weak and detached from her children. Her secret was discovered when she collapsed one day. Her husband, instead of shaming her, sought help. He learned that her addiction was a cry for help. In rehab, Meera found her voice for the first time. In therapy, she learned to express her feelings. She learned to set boundaries. Yoga and meditation helped her find inner strength. Recovery gave Meera not just her health back, but also her self-respect. She is now an advocate for women's mental health in her community. Rahul's story shows us that addiction can happen to anyone, even those who seem to have everything. It teaches us that pressure and stress can be dangerous triggers. His recovery highlights the importance of family support and the power of giving back. He found a new purpose in helping others, which strengthened his own sobriety. He transformed his biggest weakness into his greatest strength. His journey is a powerful reminder that it is never too late to start over. The past does not have to define the future. Meera's story is equally important. It sheds light on the hidden struggles of many women. Their pain is often silent, their addiction a secret. Her journey shows that addiction is often linked to underlying mental health issues like depression and loneliness. Her recovery proves that healing happens when we address the root cause, not just the symptom. Meera's transformation from a silent sufferer to a confident advocate is truly inspiring. Both these stories, of Rahul and Meera, are beacons of hope. They show us that with the right help, a life lost to addiction can be resurrected. What is the secret ingredient that makes rehabilitation successful? It is not just one thing. It is a combination of several strong pillars that hold up the structure of recovery. The very first pillar is acceptance. The person must accept that they have a problem and that they need help. This is often the hardest step. Denial is a powerful wall, but once that wall is broken, the foundation for healing is laid. The family must also accept the reality of the disease. They must let go of anger and blame and embrace a mindset of support and understanding. This collective acceptance is the starting point. The second pillar is a comprehensive, holistic treatment plan. A good rehab center does not just focus on stopping the substance use. It works on healing the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. This means a combination of medical care during detox, psychological therapy to address underlying issues, and holistic practices like yoga, meditation, and art therapy. The plan must be tailored to the individual. Everyone's journey into addiction is different, so their path out of it must also be unique. A one-size-fits-all approach rarely works. The treatment must be as unique as the person receiving it. Family support is the third and perhaps most crucial pillar. Addiction is often called a family disease because it affects everyone. Therefore, healing must also involve the family. Many rehab centers offer family counseling sessions. These sessions help repair broken relationships. They teach families how to communicate effectively. They also educate them about addiction and how to best support their loved one after they leave the center. A strong, supportive family network acts as a safety net. It can catch the person if they stumble and provide the encouragement needed to keep going. The final pillar is aftercare. Recovery does not end when a person leaves the rehab center. In fact, a new and challenging phase begins. Aftercare is the ongoing support system that helps a person stay sober in the real world. This can include regular counseling, attending support group meetings like Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, and having a sponsor. A good aftercare plan helps the person navigate triggers, manage stress, and build a new social life centered around sobriety. These four pillars, acceptance, holistic treatment, family support, and aftercare, are the keys to a lasting recovery. Our society is filled with myths about addiction. These myths create fear and misunderstanding. They prevent people from getting the help they need. It is time to face the truth. One of the biggest myths is that addiction is a moral failing or a lack of willpower. People believe that if someone was strong enough, they could just stop. The truth is, addiction is a brain disease. It physically changes the brain's chemistry and structure, making it incredibly difficult to quit without professional help. It has nothing to do with being a good or bad person. It is an illness. Another common myth is that you have to hit rock bottom before you can get help. Many families wait for a major crisis, a job loss, an arrest, or a serious health scare, before they intervene. The truth is, the earlier a person gets help, the better their chances of a successful recovery. Waiting for rock bottom can be dangerous and even fatal. Intervention can happen at any stage of addiction. The sooner a family steps in with love and support to guide their loved one towards treatment, the more damage can be avoided. Hope can begin today, not tomorrow. People often believe that rehab is a cure for addiction. They think that after 30 or 90 days in a center, the person will be fixed forever. This is a dangerous myth. The truth is, addiction is a chronic disease, much like diabetes. There is no magic cure. Recovery is a lifelong journey of management and personal growth. Rehab provides the tools and strategies to manage the disease, but the person has to continue using these tools every day. Relapse can be a part of the recovery process. It is not a failure, but a sign that the treatment plan needs to be adjusted. Finally, there is a myth that you cannot force someone into rehab. People say the person has to want help for it to work. While it is true that a person's motivation is important, sometimes a loving push from family or even a legal intervention can be the catalyst for change. Many people who were initially resistant to treatment later say that it saved their lives. The loving pressure from family can help break through the denial that the disease creates. The truth is, sometimes others have to want recovery for the person before they can want it for themselves. Every person fighting addiction has rights. It is important to know them. In India, the law is on their side. The Mental Health Care Act of 2017 recognizes substance use disorders as a form of mental illness. This means that every person has the right to access healthcare for their addiction, just like for any other medical condition. They have the right to be treated with dignity and respect. They cannot be discriminated against in matters of employment, education, or housing because of their past or present struggle with addiction. These rights are not just words on paper, they are a promise of a fair chance at life. The stigma against addiction often leads to social isolation. People in recovery are often judged unfairly. They are seen as unreliable or dangerous. This is where our responsibility as a society comes in. We must challenge these prejudices. We must create a community that is welcoming and supportive. A job, a friend, a kind word. These things can make a huge difference in someone's recovery journey. By offering acceptance instead of judgment, we empower them to rebuild their lives with confidence and dignity. We must be the change we want to see. The journey of recovery is a testament to the incredible strength of the human spirit. It is a story of resurrection. It is about rising from the ashes of a life destroyed by addiction to build a new one filled with purpose, joy, and hope. It is a daily choice to live a better life, to be present for one's family, and to contribute positively to the world. Every person who achieves sobriety is a hero. Their story is a powerful message to others who are still struggling. You are not alone. There is a way out. A beautiful future is possible. So let us end with a message of hope. If you or someone you love is struggling, please know that help is available. There is no shame in asking for it. The first step is the hardest, but it leads to a road of healing and freedom. Rehabilitation works. People do recover. Families do heal. Let us be a society that supports this journey. Let us replace stigma with compassion, judgment with understanding, and despair with hope. Because every life is precious, and everyone deserves a chance to live it to the fullest. The sun will rise again,